It's the date, Mass, and yes, we're back again. The long-awaited breakdown of this situation here, and the reason why I'm doing this video, I didn't make a post on it. I didn't share it. I said, let's. Something wasn't right off the bat. I'm sure you followed the viral story of the most recent Carlee Russel, who was recently she made it back home safe. Good for that. Then a lot of people, and I'll get into that into the video, but I'm in a city, and I mentioned where I am located. We have a very interesting culture here in the great city of Birmingham, Alabama. I am a resident, born and raised. Went to A&M, stayed up there a few years, moved back a year or two after I graduated. But since I've been back, a lot of things have happened. One of the most recent stories, and I'm sure you've seen it, it's been viral all over the news nationwide, the Carlee Russel abduction hoax. And yes, I am going to call it a hoax. If you're not aware, there was a recent disappearance of a young lady about 25 on, I would say, Thursday. And there's video, you see her riding, and the story is that she saw a 3 to 4-year-old toddler on a highway or freeway called 459. If you're familiar with this freeway system, it is basically like an entrance ramp onto your major interstate, I-65, 2059. For a child to get to this location without at least 20 to 30 calls or 20 to 30 drivers or commuters before her to not report this was already a red flag. How are you the only one to see a baby on 459 when this is one of the busiest freeways or highways in the state? Now, I'm going to tell you what I've noticed with the whole story and the perspectives that many had. And I'm going to tie it into the other situation, which was the woman who went to Dubai. I think she's from Houston. I'm not sure what her name is. And she's being detained for screaming and yelling at a driver in Dubai. But let's start with the Carlee Russel situation first. And this may need a two-part series, definitely may need a two-part. The Carlee Russel situation, what I get is the consensus of a lot of B-dubs and the effeminate black male was that all you supposed to do is pray, support, put up money, send it to the outlets, and et cetera, and shut the fuck up. When things look fishy, don't have questions. Don't give opinions. Just shut. You just supposed to shut up and pray and give money and do what we say, and that's it. Even when it doesn't appear to be what it is, or when it's not what it appears to be. This is the general consensus of the American B-dub. You had a few that was questioning and calling her out, but the story was that she was not found. It was simply that she was dropped off at home. I watch a lot of movies. I follow a lot of reports. When does a kidnapper drop you off at your front door? When do kidnapping say, you know what? We changed our mind. We're going to drop you off at the front door. And when we question this and break this down from the story to the video to the statements given, and we say this does not add up, we're told to be quiet and not question it. You only get this mindset from the American B-dub. How do I suppose to get my resources and support and share it and send it to all of these outlets, do all of these praying, and then when I question it, you try to tell me my prayer isn't valid? I guess you can call that prayer shaming. Since women like to make up, or you're fat shaming, or you're slut shaming, or you're prayer shaming. You see how this works? You can't speak on me after my story doesn't pan out. You just supposed to shut up. And we want privacy, but yet you're on all the media outlets asking for support, asking for all of this help. But when it doesn't pan out, we're supposed to be quiet, and now it's a private matter. Make this shit make sense to me. Now, on the other end, you have the woman in Dubai screaming and yelling at a taxi driver or someone in the driving service. And yet she's detained for her behavior, unruly behavior, because the American black woman thinks she can go anywhere in the world and do what the fuck she wants to do with no consequence. This is why the state of the black community is where it is as a whole. It is the women that are not being held to a standard. As a black man, all you have to do is just say he did something and he'll be arrested. I know you saw the clip of Cuba Gooding Jr. being arrested because someone said he did something. Bill Cosby was arrested and sent to jail because of women came out saying he did something to them 20 to 30, 40 years ago. This is a hoe and a hoax, or a hoax and a hoe. Now, what do these two stories have in common? They can't be held to any type of accountability. All you supposed to do is shut the fuck up and pray and support. Don't question it. Don't give your opinion. Don't give your perspective. You just supposed to shut up. Even when the evidence show you're the one that is guilty. When the evidence doesn't add up to what you said it is, and we call you a liar, we're insensitive. You got people mad at people on Facebook. When has Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media outlet been a place of sanctuary? You have fools getting on the internet intentionally looking to be triggered so they can get some attention. Looking to find people talking about, these people are pretty much intentionally searching the Carlee Russel hashtag so they can find shit to get angry at. And these are the the American black women. And it's going to be the same, because now that this is still bubbling, because we haven't gotten the truth. We've come up with our own speculation, but we haven't gotten the truth. Again, this is about the fourth situation like this that has happened in this very city. Or let's say state, because what they'll try to argue is Hoover, not Birmingham. Well, I'll be damned. It's Miami, not Fort Lauderdale. You see? Now, again, what do these two have in common? American black women. Look at the pictures. Look at the image. Does this not look synonymous? Do they? I said this in my head. I said, it appears that not just my city and state, but the country is only producing damn near 6 to 7 type of black women. I would even limit it down. I say 3 to 4, all with different names, looking just alike, talking just alike, posting just alike, going to the same places because it's a status symbol. You see, I seen a chick say, "This is my 4th Beyonce concert." She has to let you know that she goes to Beyonce concert because the Beyonce experience has a certain price tag. So this, again, she tries to correlate this to her economic status. This is my 4th Beyonce. Why do we need to know this is your 4th Beyonce concert? Why? Why? Because you want to feel as if you're on a certain status. Why do we have to just pray and shut the fuck up for Carlee Russel when her story, now what this does, and I said this is going to give us a terrible black eye, because now the next time, because this is like the 4th or 5th situation where a woman under, let's say 30 goes missing, comes home, and it's just, she just comes home. And you find out that she ran away with some guy that normally the parents does not approve of or does not know about. That's usually the case. So now the next time this happens, people are going to question, is this real? And they're not going to even lend a helping hand, share, support it, or the case may be. And another woman, I think in Montgomery, a young lady, went missing, returned home the same damn day almost. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. You have these type of situations taking place, and we're not supposed to speak, have questions, yet you want our support. You go to the bank and say, "How I want a loan for 10,000." There's okay. They're not going to ask you why you want the 10K. They're not going to ask you for any type of business plan, supports as to why they need to give you this money. They're just going to give it to you, right? Foolish. The delusion of the American black woman has far exceeded anything that I could imagine. It is a wrap, fellas. And again, I'm not doing this to bash anyone. I'm just exposing the truth. Because women, let them tell it. If you have a perspective and opinion on the bullshit that they do daily, do you know, I got a buddy of mine. He sends me videos daily. Do you know I have about 100 and something videos of black women cutting the fuck up every fucking day in my inbox? Yet we're bashing them because we speak on the shit that they record themselves doing and are recorded doing. Fighting in Popeyes, fighting in McDonald's, fighting in Wendy's, fighting in Taco Bell, fighting at the gas station, twerking on the table at restaurants, twerking on children, trying to pull men's pants down. And we're bashing you? When you're caught on video doing this. And we're bashing you because we speak about the shit that you're caught on video doing. It's a wrap. Shout out to the passport bros, fellas. Get your passports. Get you a contingency plan. Don't tell a soul about it. Just execute it and get to where you're trying to get to. Stop giving amnesty for the bullshit that you put up with. Stop it. Get out. And get to a level that you cannot be touched, that the interactions are minimal with these women that display this type of behavior. But this is the state of the American black woman. She goes to Dubai and cuts the fuck up and think there is no consequence. And then you find out you're not Brittany Griner. You don't have any type of prestige position in I would say America to where anyone is going to go to bat for you or put up the bread to get you back home unless there's a political hidden agenda behind it. They're definitely going to do a part 2 as this story unravels. I'm going to dive deep and we're going to break this down piece by piece with both of these situations. But I want to hear your take. What is your perspective? What is your opinion? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's the Date Master.